Well, with the Christmas build-up well and truly underway, is it well and truly underway? The days are getting busier than ever. So who has the time to spend hours slaving away in the kitchen?
Not either of us. Paul Knapp, you're making us some frittata.
I am making you a frittata. It's a slight twist. It's obviously egg-free. So frittata really is just like a posh omelette at the end of the day. So omelettes are classically kind of like you cook them and you sprinkle your stuff on the top of it. Frittata, everything kind of gets mixed in. So a Spanish version would be a Spanish omelette, you know, the tortilla with potatoes and onions. So we're making you a cheese and potato version, OK?
OK.
So all the recipes up on Island Demons Facebook page as well as Virgin Media One's website. But starting off with an onion, you know those big kind of size, like this kind of the Spanish onions, those big onions. Slicing one of those up and just going to chuck that in there and they're just going to kind of sweat and cook this off.
Now, that's not, like, finely chopped.
No, big and chunky is what you want. You can if you want. At the end of the day, you can do whatever you want to do. There's no rules in my cooking. I'm not a great rule follower. But if you want, you can do whatever you want and have it however you want. So it's up to yourself. And even with your onions, because we're going to be frying this off for probably about 8 to 10 minutes until it starts to soften down.
Yeah.
All I would say is, like, how you like your onions. I like, you know, like what I'd call like a hot dog stall. You know, like those kind of really squishy, squashy onions that you'd get like at a certain time at night. That's how I like my onions, kind of just so they're like that. And they start to sweeten and caramelize. So we'd be cooking these down for, say, about 8 to 10 minutes, something like that. And into that as well, I'm going to put in there some... This is the fake bacon that you can get out there as well. It's the kind of... the
bacon.
Yeah, plant-based bacon. So again, what it's going to do is it's going to give it that same kind of texture in your palate and it's going to give it the same kind of taste as well. So you're still going to get that kind of smokiness in there as well.
OK, lovely.
So that's our main kind of flavour and our main sort of filling. And then what we're going to do is... This is a great one for a Sunday or something like that. So if you've got leftover veggies or if you've got leftover potatoes and stuff like that, what you can do is you can chop them all up. You can... Traditionally, would put eggs in there, but we're using silken tofu like we used there last week. So you can mix all these other bits and pieces up. So, as I say, we'll just leave this cooking.
What was that?
Oh, no, the silken tofu
He's back again. Last week we met him in his sweet form as a chocolate mousse.
You blew me away with it, to be fair.
It was lovely.
So what we're doing now is we're just showing you can use it on a savoury side of things as well. So what we've got is we've got 2 of the packets of silken tofu that have been just
silken tofu.
Silken. So you know, like if you go to a Thai, you can go to say a restaurant and you'll get the tofu kind of the pieces that you'll get in a dish. That's the firmer tofu. So it's slightly sort of spongier and it absorbs the flavour. Silken tofu is the really, really soft one and it's used, say, like in sweet and savoury things like this.
And is that widely available now?
Absolutely. Yeah, you get it in every single supermarket. Yeah, it's easy to get. So what I've done is I've blitzed that down for a little bit, OK, so it's lovely and smooth. Into that, then, we're going to put a few kind of flavourings. So what we put in today is we're going to put in some Dijon mustard. So the tablespoon of Dijon mustard goes into here.
Beautiful.
All right. We're going to pop into there as well a little bit of turmeric. So we're putting that in to give it its kind of yellowy hue, which is like an egg, OK?
Yep.
We're putting in there some nutritional yeast flakes go in there as well. It's a bit like a science experiment.
Put the yellow in to make it look like it's eggy.
Well, yeah.
But it's not.
Because
obviously.
if I tell you it's something like last week, you kind of think, oh, I don't like that. So we're trying to kind of sort of like, I suppose, like seduce your senses as well at the end of the day, do you know what I mean, all right? We're putting in there some black salt. The black salt is salt that's got sulphur into it, which will give it that eggy taste. So, like, sulphur is what you use to put in stink bombs and stuff like this. We're putting in there some chickpea flour, all right? And we're putting in there a little bit of corn flour, which is just our kind of our thickening agent, just to help this to set, because we're going to bake this in the oven. There's a little pinch of nutmeg. OK, goes into there as well, just as a bit of seasoning. There's a little bit of black pepper that we're going to pop in.
This is the thing about these vegan. There's so much stuff goes into them.
Yes and no, I suppose. If you have it,
like
it's
for
easy.
A frittata, I was thinking.
But if you have it, and you know,
and it's to give people that alternative as well, and it's to give that alternative. So what we would do is we'd have these fried off, right? We'd have these fried off for sort of like about 8 to 10 minutes, all right?
OK.
What we've got then is our potatoes that are cooling. We give this a quick blitz. Like so, and what we've got is everything mixed up into this, and all we're going to do is we mix our binding agent, which traditionally would have been a bunch of eggs, and we put all that in there, OK, like so, make a lovely mess, and we bring all this together, and then what we're going to do is we're going to put this into a lined baking tray, and we're going to bake that in the oven for about I suppose about 30 minutes, something like that. With these plastic things, these parchment paper, I struggle with them, all right?
OK.
Screw it up.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to throw it out.
No, screw it up. And what it does is it puts manners onto it, right? And it just makes it fit into the tray a lot easier, right? Because otherwise you're trying to fight with it and get it into the corners and stuff like that. So it's much easier that way. And then all we do is we pour our mix, which is all of this lovely kind of flavoursome...
You're feeding a whole firehouse with that, aren't you?
This way, what do you think she's going after?
I know,
exactly.
I'm on nights tonight.
Everyone in Limerick is like, bring
we're
that
all sorted
home.
for the day. So what we got into the oven, all right? Bang that in the oven. About 30 minutes, and then here's one we got.
At 180, is it?
180, gas mark 4, for about 30 minutes, OK? leave it cool down for a little bit. A frittata is lovely served at room temperature, OK?
Yes.
And this is what it looks like. I just took a couple of pieces there to give to you guys.
We've got it
what
here.
you get there is you still get, as you said there, it will bake, it will brown, and it will come out and it will look exactly like a normal kind of a frittata. We serve that there with a little bit of salad, and just to finish it off, a little bit of truffle oil goes over the top of that as well, which I put to you guys, just so you know that.
I don't know how you do it.
I just showed you.
It's really... it's really good, isn't it?
Sorry.
Because I'm giving out with all the things into it, but the flavour that you get in
flavour.
vegan food.
Absolutely. All this is, and this is kind of real comfort food as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and again, what you did is actually I forgot, guys. I just went. Everyone
I was just about to
makes
say,
mistakes.
is
the cheese should have gone into there as well. So there's cheese in there as well. There's 200 grams of cheese, which you
It goes
into the mix before we put it into the
Is that
oven.
vegan cheese then?
Absolutely. Yeah. It's
course it
applewood,
is.
dairywood. Yeah.
Paul will be putting it in right now, so as that the lads in, that everyone in the firehouse will be happy. It will be
Absolutely.
a mix up. Paul Knapp, firefighting chef, thank you so much. Delicious, absolutely delicious.
Thanks, Rose.
Coming up on tomorrow's show, Tommy might have tickets to Garth Brooks by then. She's the star of the hit reality show Dance Moms. Dance coach Abby Lee Miller will be here.
I am currently 68,000 in front of me, and it's exactly 1 month until Christmas Day. Wow, we are rounding up some of the best gifts to buy your loved ones this season.
In the kitchen, we've got a chicken casserole for a Friday night feast, and at the catwalk, we've some festive frocks worth investing in.
All that plus the news, sport, and whether you're waking up to R&M will be back on your screens tomorrow from 7.
Absolutely, and we hope that you...
I won't be here. I'm gone for a couple of days. Great.
Oh, yeah, he's going on holidays. Forgot about that. So I'm not going on holidays. It'll be great. Let's head over. He'll be here, Alan, for the last time this morning.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening?
Well, a big thank you to everybody here at Newbridge Silverware. We had an absolutely fantastic morning. Thank you to Noel and Marietta. And don't forget, the Brendan Grace exhibition opens today here at Newbridge Silverware, and it is well worth a visit. And thank you to Eileen for coming down to say hello. As always, a pleasure, Amy. And from everybody here, we're going to leave you now with the Bugle Babes.
Walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman, then pretend that he is Parson Brown. We'll say I am married, we'll say no man, but you can do the job while you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made. Walking in a winter wonderland. Walking in a winter, walking in a winter, walking in a winter wonderland.